Hi, second graders. Mrs. Sutton here. Today we are going to do lesson 9.4, writing numbers in 3 different ways. So let's look at the solve and share on page 389. All right, see what you come up with. What is another way to write the number 231? Explain how you did that. So hit pause and give yourself a second or two to come up with an answer to this solve and share. All right, so way one they gave us is standard form. So this is standard form, and this is the number that we pretty much always see in our math, okay? So this is standard form. What's another way that we could write it? Well, think about how the number is read, 231. So we could write it in words, 231. Okay, there's another one. Is there another way? There sure is. Here's another way we could do it. We could break it up into places. So what's the digit in the hundreds place? It's a 2. So how many hundreds is that? It's 200. How many tens? There's 3 tens plus 30. And how many ones? 1. So there is standard form, word form, and this is called expanded form, which we're going to get into in just a second. Expanded form. All right, expanded form. All right, now let's turn to page 390, but you can always go back and watch the visual learning video that might help you out a little bit. All right, so now let's go to our student addition. Page 390. Here's the tools. There we go. All right. What is the number shown by the models? Okay. All right. So if we look at this right here at the top of page 390, we can write the number in 3 different ways. Let's count by our places. The blocks, if you count each little bitty square, there's 100 there. So 100, 200, 300. So that's 300, okay? And remember, it will look like this. Hundreds, tens, ones. All right, so how many hundreds do we have? We have 3 hundreds. Now let's count our tens. 1, 2 tens, which is 20. And then how many ones? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. There are 8 ones. So that gives us 328. 328. All right, so those are using your base 10 blocks and your place value blocks. So now we have way number 1. Write the number in expanded form. And this is just basically doing what we did, but writing what each place's value is. So we have 300 plus 20 plus 8. All right? So there's expanded form. And then we have another way, which is standard form. And that's just writing numbers. So we have 328. You always write the hundreds first, then the tens, then the ones, okay? And our third way is the word form, okay? 328. So all 3 ways show the same number. 328 equals 300 plus 20 plus 8, 328. And then, of course, you have your standard form, 328. All right, so now, the convince me. Let's look at that. How many hundreds, tens, and ones does the number 640 have? Okay, change mine. I'm going to give you a second to come up with an answer by yourself. Hit pause and see what you can come up with. All right, so the number is 640. I'm going to write that right here, 640. All right, so think about how it is read, 640. All right, here's that number. So how many ones does this number have? What is the digit in the ones place? Nothing. It's a 0. I'm going to put this right here to the side of it. So there's one. How many hundreds does it have? It has 6 hundreds. And how many tens? 4. 640. So how many hundreds? 6. How many tens? 4. And how many ones? Nothing. Goose egg. 640. All right, guided practice. You have a bag of math manipulatives at home. They actually came with your math series at the beginning of the year. So here are your hundreds. Here are tens. And here are ones. So this has 10 of these. You can look it across. It has 100 of these. So 100, 10, and 1. Okay? All right, so guided practice. Write the number in expanded form and always use the top for reference, okay? Write the number in expanded form. So let's count our hundreds, okay? There's 1, 2, 3, and there's 100. So 100 plus 100 is 200. 200 plus 100 is 300. So we have 300. Do we have any tens? No tens, but we have some ones. We have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. All right. So 300 plus 5 equals 305. And some of you are thinking, why is there not a digit in the tens place? Well, look over here to the place value chart. So if I have this number here, I have 3 hundreds, I have 0 tens, but I have 5 ones. So the answer is 305. And you can tell that because there are no of this there. All right, number 2. Write the number in expanded form, then in word form, okay? So let's count our hundreds. I'm going to put another little sheet over here to help you. Hundreds, tens, ones. Hundreds, tens, ones. All right, so here we go. So write the number in expanded form, then write it in word form. So let's count our hundreds. We have 100, 200, 300, 400, 500. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I'm just going to put that here so I know. So it's 500. Always start with the hundreds and work your way back to the ones. How many tens do we have? Well, we have 1 10, which it's worth 10. And how many ones? 1, 2, 3, 4. So we have 5 hundreds, 1 10, and 4 ones. What's that read? 514. So now that we have it broke down into this way, it's a little easier to write it in word form. So we have 500 14. Okay, good. All right, let's go to the next page. All right. All right, next page. Independent practice. Let's see, I'm going to do 1 or 2 with you, and let's see if you can do it by yourself, okay? So write the number in word form and standard form. So let's just take this number right here. Let's do 222. This is standard form. Just give you an example. This would be expanded form. 200 plus 20 plus 2. And then we would have word form. 200 22. Okay? All right. So write in word form and standard form because they have given you what? They gave you expanded form. All right, so let's count our place values. And it really does help me to have this little chart to the side, hundreds, tens, and ones. All right, so let's count our hundreds. We have 100, 200, 300, which shows right there. So there's 3. How many tens? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. You have 8 tens, but if you count it by tens, 10, 20, 30, 40, 50, 60, 70, 80. And then how many twos do I have? I have 2. So there is expanded form. Now let's write our standard form, which is 300, which I just did in my place value chart, 382. And when you think of word form, think about how when you read the number aloud, how the words come out. So 300 82. Okay. Next one. So we have expanded form, 300 plus 80 plus 2. We have word form, 382. And then we have standard form, 382. All right, so now you can also use your place value charts, your place value blocks to help you. So just for a visual, problem number 4. We have 100 plus 100 equals 200. And then we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 ones, okay? All right, so I'm just going to change the color so you can see the difference. All right, so we have 200 plus 6. This is expanded form. We need to do word form first. So 200 6. There's nothing in the tens place, right? There's not any of these, so we can't use any tens. So think about it over here in your chart. We have 2, nothing there, so we have to give it a place, so it's a 0. And then we have 6. So now we do standard form. So expanded form, 200 plus 6. Here's your visual. Word form, 206. And standard form is 206, which means 206. All right, problem number 5, okay? This is a bigger one. So let's look, and you can count by 2s if you're really good at that, but let's just count one at a time first. I'm going to change the color to orange for now, so when I do it over here, you can see it. So there's 100, 200, 300, 400, 500, 600. 600s plus, let's count our 10s. 10, 20, 30, 40, 50, 60, 70, 80, 90, or these are each 10, so you have 9 tens, which is 90, and then our ones, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay? All right, so we have expanded form. Now let's do word form. 600 95. five. 695. So think about the numbers. There's 600, there's 9 tens, and there's 5 ones, which means 695. All right, number 6. All right, we have, let's count our hundreds. We have 100, 200, 300, 400, 500. They match. We have our tens, 10, 20, 30. And then we have our ones, 1, 2, 3. So let's look over here. We have how many hundreds? We have 5 hundreds. How many tens? 3. And how many ones? 3. So our word form is 500 33. Okay, so you got what digit's going to go in the hundreds place? 5. What digit will go in the tens place? A 3. And which digit goes in a ones place? 3. 533. All right, number 7. Write 874 in expanded form and standard form. So they gave you the word form, which I know some of you would rather do these two than the word form. All right, write 874 in expanded form and standard form. All right, so we have how many hundreds? Can you see this? How many hundreds? 800. How many tens? 70. How many ones? 4. So we have 800 plus 70. If it's got an E on it, you pretty much know that's the tens. 70. And how many ones? 4. Okay? And then, if you add those together, 800 plus 70 plus 4 equals 874. All right, let's do one more. All right, write 478 in expanded form and in word form. All right, so hundreds, tens, ones. If this helps you, it helps me, so it keeps me in order and keeps my numbers nice in a row. All right, so we have 478, okay? Write it in expanded form. How many hundreds do I have in 400? 400. How many tens? 70. And how many ones? 8. Okay, now write it in word form. 478. Okay. So, do a couple of these, get these out, put these on the table, and see if you can do these faster than a parent or a sibling. So don't forget to try number 9. Maybe we'll do that together because number 9 is fun. Write the number in 2 different ways, okay? These are riddles. My students love riddles. All right, it has 5 hundreds, okay? And I'm going to put 5 hundreds. The 10 digit is 1 less than the hundreds digit. What digit's in the hundreds place? 5. So what would be 1 less? 5, count backwards, 4. The 10, and then the ones digit is 2 more than the hundreds digit. So if this is a 5, count up, 6. There you go. All right, so write it in standard form, and then try to write that number in expanded form as well. If you like this and you want a little more of a challenge and your teacher asks you to, flip to the next page, 392, and complete that. But don't forget to do your quick check and use these manipulatives in your math bag. That's what they're for. Have a great day, and we'll see you soon. Bye.